you also have to know that it's okay to make mistakes. So you have to start from somewhere. You can't perfect something you never started. It's Chisum. This is my channel, Authentically Chi, and today we're going to be talking about perfectionism. And to be honest, it's something I've been struggling with the past couple of months, especially with quarantine. So let's go ahead and get started. Perfectionism is honestly impossible, and I've been really realizing it a lot within what I want to do. I feel like I always have to be perfect, or have to give this perfect image of who I am, or I have to be perfect in the gifts that God gave me. And it's really been on my mind. I'm like, why do I strive to be perfect? There's no such thing as that. Only God is perfect. And so I was actually listening to a podcast. It's called Blessed and Bossa. And Tatum, who is the host, was saying that she strives to be excellent. And sometimes it can be stressful. Like for me, I strive to be perfect. I strive to be excellent. Not just in who I want to be or who I am as a person, but in my projects as well. I always strive to be excellent to the point where it causes procrastination. And procrastination is essentially disobedience. Delayed obedience is disobedience. And so I've honestly been thinking about, like, why do I keep wanting everything to be perfect? It honestly stresses me out, and I want to be honest here because I also was noticing with my channel. I was like, okay, I want to call this channel Authentically Chi because I want people to see a raw side of me, to see like the real me and who I am. Like, I have a personality, I have a style, I have a groove, I'm my own person. And so that's why I created this channel, because I wanted to show people that you can achieve the best things in life. You can achieve all that God has called you to do just being yourself. And I know that has brought me a long way. Just being myself, I was able to not only achieve what God wanted me to do, but also help those around me as well. Just being myself. So that's why I created this channel. And I was actually thinking about, I was like, why do I want everything to be perfect? Why do I want my videos to be like pinpoint perfect? Like, in my videos, I even like take out milliseconds if it doesn't look right. And it's good to pay attention to detail, but it's to a point where it's like, are you wasting your time? And I was actually thinking about it because just with everything I was doing before, like I was thinking about the time where I felt the most joyful and the most free, and it's when I just did it. I didn't worry, I didn't have any expectations on myself. I just knew, okay, this is my first time doing something. I'm going to just put my best foot out there and do it with excellence. There's a difference between excellence and perfection. And I actually want to read the definitions of both. So, according to Google, perfection is the condition, state, and quality of being free, or as free as possible from all flaws or defects. What is excellence? The quality of being outstanding or extremely good. Excellence means surpassing the standard. And there's a difference between the two. Yes, you can want to go to new heights, but you also have to know that it's okay to make mistakes. So you have to start from somewhere. You can't perfect something you never started. I'm laying back because I'm trying to make this too. You can't perfect something that you never started. You can't bring something to excellence if you never started. And so I'm just here because I want to motivate you guys to just start whatever God put on your heart. Just start it. Just do it. And this can be in different aspects. This can be with healing. I know for me, sometimes I run from my emotions. I run from pain. I don't like the feeling of it. But I had to sit down during quarantine and ask myself, okay, this is not how I want to feel. There's some pain I need to work through because it's keeping me from being excellent, not perfect, excellent. Just not in my work, but just as me as a person. I always strive to be the best person I can be, physically, spiritually, mentally, in every aspect of my life. And sometimes I overthink so many things to the point I just don't do anything. And so I had to sit down with myself and just let myself feel, which I don't like to do, because I like to see myself as someone who's strong, but also someone who's strong is someone who is vulnerable. Someone who is strong is authentic. And I'll say this is like, I'm surprised I would even say this on camera. But yeah, excellent. Being perfect will just delay you. So there's 3 points I want to touch on today, and I want to leave you guys with a challenge, and I'd love you guys to join me. So the first point is the first point is stop sitting on your gifts. Just stop. For what? All that God has put into you, all the things that God has put into you, He always supplies for. Because the gifts He gives us is actually a part of Him. So the reason why we are qualified to do things is because His gifts is working through us. At the end of the day, He never needs us. It says in the Bible, He wants us to be a good steward of the gifts. He wants it to be returned back to Him. So stop trying to be perfect, to stop sitting on your gifts. Just start. It says in Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision and make it plain. So I encourage you to write it and do it. Commit to it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm honestly preaching to myself, because so many times we stay procrastinating. We continue to delay it, and never end up doing it. When we could have just started one day, and then maybe a year from now, we're in a whole completely different place. You can really transform your life if you just start. My second point is you can never be perfect. You can never be perfect. It's honestly impossible. It's never going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's impossible. And I'm preaching to myself. You cannot be perfect. It's okay to have flaws. That's what makes us who we are. We're individuals because we're our own person, because we're flawed. If we were perfect, we wouldn't need God in our lives. And also, being perfect is so boring. Like, I feel like it's so hard to you're always just putting yourself in a box. You're putting your gifts in a box. You're putting who you really are in a box. Let it out. Let the world see it. God will always put the right people in your life, the right resources in your life to sustain whatever He has called you to do. So, take yourself out of the box. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is inevitable. You just need to start. I'm going to emphasize that so many times. Just start. Just start. The next thing is perfectionism will delay you. I've just been thinking about it the past couple days. Perfectionism, I don't see what the great thing is about it. If you keep having that in mind, it's like, okay, it has to be right, it has to be right, it has to be right. You're just delaying yourself. You're delaying your gifts from being seen. You're delaying your gifts from being used. You know, God is the only one that can be perfect. He is the only one that is perfect. Jesus was perfect. That was it. And Him being perfect, His excellency, His level of excellence will go through you, will work through you. So when camera cut off, perfectionism will delay you. It delays your promises. It delays your future. It delays your destiny. So today I want to start this challenge called the Imperfection Challenge. And I have 3 rules for it. So the first rule is to commit to one thing. So that can be working out, that can be healing, that can be learning to forgive somebody. It can be anything. It can be anything. The next thing is to write down what you want to do and make actionable steps, strategic steps of what you are going to do. So many times we say, but we don't write it down, and that's the next thing to do before taking the action. So write it down and make a plan. Maybe even break it down into weeks of what you want to do. So this week we're going to be here, and use that as a KPI, so a key performance indicator of how you are making progress. That's a business term, but yeah, of how you're making progress each week. And third is to commit to it every single day for 30 days. Even if you mess up, even if you skip a day, don't fall off, just keep going. And so that is the Imperfection Challenge. And I want people to get out of their comfort zone and really live all that God has called them to be, or to be that person. No more fear, none of that. Don't worry about what other people will think. And I'm not gonna lie, that's how I am sometimes. Sometimes I care so much, but I'm like, okay, well, if I do this, what will they think? But it doesn't matter what they think. It's not their life. It doesn't matter what they think. If you're trying to get better, if you're trying to be a better person, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. Yeah, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks. It only matters what God tells you to do and what He thinks. You shouldn't put the creator of the universe thinks you're the most amazing person on earth, and you're here worried about whose opinion. For what? So yeah, that's the imperfection challenge. I hope you guys will join me. This is probably gonna go out later than the day it actually starts. It starts Monday, October 19th, but this challenge you can just start it whenever, actually no, start it once you see this video. And tag me on Instagram if you do the challenge. I don't know who will watch the video, but if you do the challenge, tag me, and my info will be below, and the hashtag is imperfection challenge 2020. Cancel perfection 2020. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my video, and if you like my content, please subscribe. It would really mean a lot, and like this video, and I'll catch you guys in my next. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye.